In this discussion, we should look at mechanical energy storage. Mechanical energy may be stored as a kinetic energy of linear or rotational motion, as the potential energy in an elevated object, as the compression or strain energy of an elastic material, or as the compression energy in a gas. So it can be used as stored as kinetic energy, potential energy, compression or strain energy. So this is ways you can store the energy in mechanical storage. It is easy to store energy as rotational kinetic energy than linear motion. Linear motion means one straight line only. Kinetic motion means it is rotation. So you have seen the potter's wheel. I think Dabang, one movie is there. They are making, that lady is making pot. So that wheel is rotating. Okay. So that wheel is one of the earlier forms of energy storage by man, developed thousands of years ago and still being used. So that energy storage means when he is making shaping the pot, he has to rotate it and then apply force from his hands to give the particular shape. So he cannot be doing both the activities simultaneously. That is why he rotates the wheel, and on this earth clay pot is made on the wheel, and the wheel is storing the energy. We shall also, in this discussion, we shall look at hydro storage, compressed air storage, and flywheels. These are the three main mechanical storage types. Now we shall see the pump storage. You can see very simple it is. Pump storage, you have got a upper reservoir at a height, say 50 meters, 100 meters. Then you have got a lower reservoir. This is almost 100, the head may be around 50 to 100 meters. Okay. So there is a penstock, there is a pipe which connects the upper reservoir to the powerhouse. In the powerhouse there is a hydraulic turbines and pumps also, as well as a generator. Okay. So in pump storage means when we have extra electricity, that time how to store that electricity? What we will do, from the lower reservoir we will pump the water to the higher reservoir, upper reservoir. Bas. So you are pumping means how you are pumping? By using electrical energy. So consuming the electrical energy, you are pumping the water from the lower reservoir to the upper reservoir, and thus the potential energy is increased. And when electricity is required, when you want electricity, then again normal power plant, you will operate it as a normal power plant, and water flows from the upper reservoir to the powerhouse, rotates the turbine and comes back to the lower reservoir. So that is why it is called as peak hours and off-peak hours. So in off-peak hours, when the demand is less, it is used as a storage device. Now coming to compressed air storage system. You can see the sketch A and B, two sketches are given here. Here in the compressed air storage, air is compressed during off-peak hours. Off-peak means electrical requirement is less that time. Peak hours means electrical energy requirement is high. And it is stored in large underground reservoirs. And these reservoirs may be naturally occurring caverns, salt domes, abandoned mine shafts, like I was telling, Kolar goldfields, mine shafts, then depleted gas and oil fields, or even man-made caverns. So we are talking about naturally available. It's why man should make. Already we have got caverns, we have got salt domes, we have got abandoned mine shafts, depleted oil and gas fields. Otherwise we can make it artificially also. So during the off-peak hours when you have extra electricity, so we will compress the air in the air compressor, and that is stored in this uh, underground storage, that is at a pressure of around 70 bar, between 40 to 70 bar at a very high pressure it is stored. You see there is a pipeline and it stores. Okay. Now what happens during a peak period when we require, then this compressed air is sent to the powerhouse. Okay, the turbine is rotated and it generates electricity. So it is like bi-directional, two-way. When off peak time, the motor is used to compress the compressor, rotate the compressor, and air is compressed. And during peak time, this air runs the turbine, okay, expands in the turbine and generates electricity. So this is compressed air storage. And lastly, in mechanical storage, you have got flywheels. As I was discussing your motorcycle two-stroke engine, there is a flywheel. So flywheel, a wheel of relatively large mass that stores rotational kinetic energy, has been long used to smooth out shaft power output from two-stroke engines and to adjust for uneven loads. So you can see this flywheel storage devices. They are nothing but a large mass that stores the rotational kinetic energy. I think you might have seen this mostly in engines. It is same, okay, two-stroke engine, because the power is not developed at all the like every rotation of crankshaft, the power is not developed. So energy is stored in flywheel. Even as in sugarcane crushing, roadside sugarcane crushing and all, you have got small flywheel. Okay, that is a large mass, means high weight it has got. So it can store the kinetic energy and release when it is required. Okay, but these are all instantaneously. It's not for long term. It is for short term storage, like compressed air storage and pumped storage, hydro storage. What we have seen, they can store for long periods of time. But this is immediately it has to be stored and used. Otherwise, the flywheel will rotate and slowly lose its inertia and come to a standstill.